So Ash has got a lot of Pokemon, some of them cool as hell, but some of them can be pretty annoying sometimes. They aren't all fan favourites and some of them just have their moments more than others. So today we're going to be taking a look at the most annoying Ash Ketchum Pokemon. Let's get started and hope you enjoy. Starting us off this list a little unfairly is Muck. Now before I get yelled at, I don't find Muck annoying, I think it's loving, caring and kind. But this entry is more from the point of view from characters in universe, as Muck does constantly smother people in its giant gooey slimy body, which I could see being pretty annoying, especially if your name is Professor Oak. Also, when Muck first appeared, it was stinking the whole place out, even the smell was seeping through the Pokeball. But Muck isn't Ash's most annoying Pokemon, we can rule him out the run-in, but it had to be mentioned. Next up is Bayleef, and again hear me out, I think Bayleef had some fantastic character development throughout Johto, but as a Chikorita it was really damn annoying. Just constantly being jealous of Ash and Pikachu, and even went to the extent of running away and teaming up with some random warehouse Pokemon. I really didn't like that episode, and it annoyed me in a few early parts of its story. However, it gets much better when it evolves, and the gag of it just smothering Ash with affection works so much better when it was a Bayleef. There was that one episode where Ash got sick of its tackling, and I'm on Bayleef's side there, and that was just full on Ash just not giving Bayleef the benefit of the doubt. But overall this Pokemon has its annoying traits, but no way near the most annoying of Ash's Pokemon. Next is Torkoal, and there's a few things that people could find annoying about it. Firstly is the fact that it loses quite a lot, and it has a lot of potential, and maybe it didn't live up to that potential. Then there's the whole crying gag, which I personally don't mind, but I think it could get a bit tiring when it would just constantly happen multiple times per episode. But it was an affectionate Pokemon like Bayleef, and no way would I say it was the most annoying. There's a trend so far, and that's mainly because these Pokemon are ones that we have so many memories with, so it's hard to really call any of them annoying or bad. But just wait, there's some spicy ones coming up. Next is Gible, and this one is similar to Muck, more so from the perspective of characters in universe. It would just chomp everything. In its catch episode, it literally was chewing up a whole town, annoying Officer Jenny, and then also it constantly hits Piplup with its Draco Meteor, so if Piplup was right in this video, then Gible is the most annoying Pokemon. But for us viewers, I think these antics were really fun to watch, and maybe it would go one joke too far sometimes, but I found Gible to be a lot of fun, so again, not the most annoying. Alright, here we go, it is black and white time, we have Oshawott. I know there is a lot of massive Oshawott fans out there, but personally I've never been a fan. Not in the games and not in the anime. Especially early on in black and white, Oshawott was just so annoying. It wasn't that strong in battle, it had hardly any decent moves, and it would just constantly call itself out to battle even though Ash was picking the smarter choice for the type matchups. It would just come out and ruin that plan entirely. And half of this is Ash in early black and white as well, because he wasn't the best of trainers. We all know he got nerfed, so it was natural that his Pokemon were going to be pretty annoying if they're constantly goofing around and losing Ash important battles. We've had the gag of Pokemon coming out of the ball without being asked. It worked for Pokemon like Psyduck, but with Oshawott it just got old quickly. With our boy already going through a battling crisis, the last thing we needed was this. I think Oshawott is a victim of bad writing in black and white, so I can't blame the Pokemon itself too much, but as black and white goes on it gets a lot of fantastic development episodes. Learning Aqua Jet and learning to open its eyes was a really great episode, so it's not all bad, but I just found Oshawott to be a little too much early black and white. And in similar fashion we have Scraggy, another one that I just never really got behind. I think Scraggy suffered from a lack of screen time. Whereas Oshawott would appear the most out of Ash's black and white Pokemon, Scraggy wasn't shown enough. There was a real compelling story there with it training to get stronger, but we just didn't get enough. The annoying parts stem from when it first came on the scene, and it would just constantly pick fights with other Pokemon even though it had no power to back it up. But that was only minor early black and white, so I don't think it was a huge issue, but I just wish it appeared more and showed its growth a bit more. And from black and white all the way to Journeys, Ash's X and Y and Sun and Moon teams didn't really have any annoying Pokemon. They're all just so well developed and nicely written. But I'm not even sure this Pokemon should be here, and it's Dracovish. This pick more so is from the frustration with this Pokemon just not doing enough in Journeys as a whole, and being such a missed opportunity. When it would appear, it would be a beast in battle, but it would also have this really funny, goofy personality, which I loved, but I can see some people might have got a bit annoyed by it. I don't think Dracovish was the most annoying Pokemon, I just really wished it was fleshed out more, and we saw more of it.
Doesn't it have any other moves stronger than Water Gun? I'm not sure.
So who is the most annoying Ash Ketchum Pokemon? I'm sure a lot of you will have already guessed by now. This was a hard list because you can't really call any of Ash's Pokemon annoying. Sure, they all have their annoying traits, but a lot of them are just really lovable. I did consider putting in the likes of Totodile because I wasn't always the biggest fan, but I didn't see the point when we had a more annoying water type in Oshawott. And yes, that is my pick for most annoying Ash Pokemon. Just the constant coming out of the Pokeball to ruin Ash's battles is what did it for me. But I don't hate it, it had some fantastic development as I said before, and I just can't really put the likes of Muck or Torkoal, as their annoying traits are more gags and comedic, whereas Oshawott tries to be comedic, but the series it's in holds it back and just adds to the annoyance when it comes to early Black and White as a whole. But that's it for this one. Let me know that I'm wrong and shout at me in the comments, and let me know who is your most annoying Ash Ketchum Pokemon. But that's it for now. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.